What's going on, everybody? Today I will be reviewing the movie Heretic. Now, this is a tough one to reveal because really on my channel I don't really get into politics and religion at all. But especially for my movie reviews too, if it's about religion and politics, I really don't get into it too deep. So I'm not going to get too deep into it, but I will give you my opinion about this movie. And I gotta say, this movie, of course, is a horror and a thriller movie, and it's an hour and 50 minutes. Two young missionaries became ensnared in a deadly game of cat and mouse when they knock on the door of a diabolical Mr. Reed. Trapped in the home, they must turn to their faith if they want to make it out alive. Now, the two directors of this film is Scott Beck and Brian Woods, and it kind of reminds me of The Quiet Place, the movie that they directed, because it's like it give you that tense moment in this film. So I really like the production in this film and the tense moments, the intense moments that they bring to this film. They did a great job with that. And the main character in this film is Hugh Grant. Yes, he played Mr. Reed in this film, and I think he carried this movie. He really did carry this movie. He had me in tune with it, and he had an outstanding performance. Of course, he's a great actor. I really enjoy most of his movies, and it was crazy in this movie because he will confuse you because he's very charming in this film, and he manipulates the two young ladies too. So he's very manipulative, and he's very charming. So it's kind of confusing watching him, but I like his performance with that. And he's very witty, and he has a great personality in this movie. But he's a villain. That's kind of crazy. He got a great personality, but he's a villain. And I love his range in this movie. I love how he transitions to, his acting. I like that. And that's a definition of a great actor. He's really great. And I like how he puts he puts their faith to the test in this movie. So it's really deep. It's very deep. And the other two cast members is Sophie Thatcher and Chloe East. And they play the two young sisters from the Mormon church. And in the film, you'll feel bad for them because they're very gullible and innocent. And it's crazy because Hugh Grant character, he will always distract them. Like they will ask for a woman to be present, another woman to be present in the home because they want to feel comfortable. But he will say, "Yeah, I'm gonna get my wife. I'm gonna get my wife." And it's funny because he'll never get her. So he will always come up with something to distract them. And he was very manipulative in this movie. I'll tell you that. And I gotta give it up to Sophia Thatcher, if I said her name right, and Chloe East, because they had an outstanding performance in this movie. They really, man, their emotions in this film was great, and I really enjoyed it. And I gotta say, even though the acting was perfect in this movie, Hugh Grant did an amazing job, and the two ladies did an amazing job. I still think this movie was it was just too much dialogue in this movie. I mean, I'm like, come on, can we kind of speed it up a little bit because I felt like I was in a college class or some type of class where they're giving a 2 hour lecture about religion. So, even though they had some great moments in this film, it felt like it was kind of a slow burn too at the same time. And I kind of got tuned out in the middle of the movie. But it was some elements in the film that still kept my attention. In this movie, you really have to pay attention because it's really deep with religion. So if you go to the bathroom in the middle of the movie, you probably don't want to do that because you will miss a lot of key moments in there. And Hugh Grant, his character, he really challenges their religion and faith in this movie all the time. So he has them going through horrifying acts to challenge their religion and faith. So you will see that in here. And I like the concept of the movie, but I think it still could have been executed a lot better, because there was a lot of things that were a lot of missing pieces in the movie that I wanted to understand. I have a lot of likes in this film. I gotta say the cinematography was done very well. The storytelling was very sharp, a lot of terrifying visuals. There were no jump scares in this movie, but a lot of tension, and that's what I like in a film. The sound design was very good, and nice shots and camera angles. In this movie, Heretic, they didn't show horror until the second half of the movie, really. So you get a lot of that horror in the second half. And in this movie, I still had a lot of unanswered questions. And it didn't really close out with a bang. I was looking for that because they had a lot of great tension in the film until the ending. It just didn't. I'm like, okay, what's going on? But hey, this was a solid movie, so I'm going to give it a 7 out of 10. A 7 out of 10. And I gotta say, A24 have been coming out with a lot of movies this year, like back to back, and they've been pretty decent and pretty good. So I give it up to A24 and their production. And yes, my next movie review, I'm gonna watch Gladiator 2 because Denzel Washington's in there. Now, if Denzel Washington wasn't in there, he's one of my favorite actors. If he wasn't in that movie, I probably wouldn't even go and watch it. I like the first Gladiator that came out in the early 2000s. I like that one. That was a good one. I'm a Gladiator fan, man. So that'd be my next movie review, Gladiator 2. Then there should be some other great movies coming out in December. So I'm gonna be putting out a lot of material. So yes, I hope you enjoyed this movie review. I will be coming out with more movie reviews. I'm gonna come out with a fitness video too because my channel is based on movie reviews and fitness. So I'm gonna come out with a fitness video. Then I'll come out with some more movie reviews. All right, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and I'm gonna see y'all later. All right, I'm out.